Hello everyone, here's Mayuri Mai back with the tutorial 3 on Python building blocks. My dear friends, one of the most important thing to know about any programming language is its basic building block like identifiers, keywords, variables and data types and commenting sections. These basic concepts are used and applied in almost every program. Now in this tutorial I'm going to tell you the building blocks in detail. So let's begin it. Now, the first building block is identifier. Any name is called as identifier. Then this name includes variable name, function name, then class name, object name, or package name, or module name, etc. Like other programming languages, Python also has some rules of giving identifiers to any entity. For example, they start with letters or underscores. Then second one is their length is not limited but preferred to be meaningful. Third, they should not contain white space. Then they are case sensitive. That means if suppose I took the variable num, that's an um and capital N um, then both have the different meaning. Then they should not be a keywords, means while using identifiers which are nothing but user defined words, should not use the keywords. Now, the following are some of the examples where I have given of valid and invalid identifiers. That num, then which is valid, then account underscore number also it is valid, then underscore 4 it is valid but it's meaningless, then plot hash 4 which is invalid which includes symbol so it is invalid, then account number as it contains the space in between hence it is invalid, then and which is a keyword which is predefined word which is used as identifier also it is invalid. Now, the second one is the Python keywords. Keywords are the words whose meaning are already known to the compiler and also known as a reserved words. That means keywords are the words which can't be used as a user defined, which have a special meaning which only understands the compiler. My dear friends, Python has all about 35 keywords which I have mentioned here. Third building block is a identification which comes out of the Python building block. That my difference, most of the previous programming languages uses a pair of a curly braces to define a logical block, but Python uses identification. That means instead of curly braces we use identification which is nothing but the tab or the space. My difference here I have taken an example. Define the class test func followed by the colon where followed by the indentation which is nothing but the tab or space, then f is equal to 1 where I take on the for loop and the continuous statement I have used and printed the value of I. That means here instead of curly braces I have used the indentation which is nothing but tab and space. That means in other programming language we used the curly braces but in Python we use indentation. Now the fourth building block of Python is variable, as variable are used to store some values. That means variable are the reserved memory location to store a runtime value that has an identifier. It means when we create a variable it reserves a memory location. Now my dear friends, based on the data type of a variable the interpreter allocates memory and decides what can be stored in variable's memory. Therefore by assigning different data type to variables we can store integer, it can be a decimal or character in variables memory. But the best part of Python variable is it do not need explicit declaration of variable. That means the declaration and creation happens automatically when we assign a value to a variable. That is the identifier that appears on the left side of assignment operator creates memory location. As my reference here I have taken an example, that is num is equal to 45. That means it will make the integer assignment to num. Suppose I take num is equal to true, then it will be the boolean which will be assigned to the num variable. There are different ways to assign the value to a variable. As I told you, there is no explicit declaration of variable. That means we do not need to assign or give a data type. When we assign some value, depends on that value, the memory is allocated to that particular variable. Now here are different ways. That first one, I have taken the num is equal to 58.4, which is a float which is assigned to the num. Then second one is the string which is assigned to nm. Then the third one, see my dear friends, here I have taken a is equal to b is equal to c is equal to 45. Here all integer object is created with the value 45, and all three variables are assigned to the same memory location. One of the interesting value assignment statement is, now the next one, that is n1 is equal to n2 is equal to n4 is equal to 10 comma 20 comma 30. That means we follow the assignment sequence and hence assigns 10 to n1, 20 to n2 and 30 to n3. The same thing is also possible while assigning values of different data types, where I have taken an example of 60.55, then Ravi, true, and these are the different ways where we assign the value to the variable. The fifth building block of Python is comments. Comments are very important while writing a program because it describes the purpose and application of written code, so that anybody else who is updating or understanding the written code does not have hard time to figure it out. In Python there are two comment, that is single line comment and multi-line comment. Now moving toward the single line comment, is a comment that comments a single line of a code and extends up to the new character, that is, it is a single line comment. My dear friends, in Python we are using hash symbol as a single line comment, where I have taken an example that this is a single line comment and this will display the hello. That means for single line comment we use hash symbol. Second one is the multi-line comments are the comment that extends up to the multi-line. That means as it is a multi-line comments, it will extend to the multi-line, and obviously we can keep using a hash for multiple continuous lines, as I have taken an example 1. Now but Python specially provides a multi-line comment facility by using triple quotes, either single or a double. Here I have taken an example 2 and example 3 by saying that you will understand that we can use triple, single or double quotes for multi-line comments. So my dear friends, these were the 5 building blocks comes under the Python. So my dear friends, hope you like this video. Thank you so much for watching this video. Thank you.